dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Get me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Yes. All right, this topic gonna probably roll for the next I'm gonna say 2 years. Depending on when he actually when the trial and everything. But I feel as though it's gonna be a year of collecting evidence, of interviewing people, trying to uncover more truths, and doing some more investigation. Then it's gonna be a lot of delaying. I give it a year and a half to 2. How long you give it?
Well, for them to
before we get any
build something stronger.
See if we either the court him actually go to the court.
Probably about a year and a half.
Give it a year and a half. We give it a year and a half or 2. Now, how long the trial might be? Now that's a whole nother story. We didn't see trials like the Young Thug trial, supposed to be going on for a year. Then we see, right now, got the Young Dolph trial going, only supposed to supposedly last for a week. So, never know how it's going to go, man.
True.
Depending on the evidence, man. But we got P. Diddy and celebrities with the boy most critical again. You ready?
I'm ready.
Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
Hey, man, we updated everything in the description box. Y'all go check that stuff out for us, man, if you don't mind. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
But let's see what more truth have we uncovered with the Diddy files. Now, what's y'all? Dang, I wish I knew y'all theme song. Law and Order, SVU. Is it SVU? Special Victims Unit. Law and Order. Where my girl at was? No, where y'all girl at? I don't watch Law and Order like that. That's C show.
Yeah, that's my show.
That's her show. So what's her name? You know what I'm talking about.
On the show, Olivia.
Oh yeah. We need Olivia on the case. She'll get the answers. Let's go.
All of you probably know by now, they finally caught the dastardly diddler. P. Diddy has been arrested, and I imagine that scene looks straight out of Batman Arkham Asylum when they have Joker strapped to that thing walking him through the insane asylum. This guy is a menace that terrorized the entire music industry for decades. I've gone over his lore a lot, so I'm not just going to regurgitate all of that. There's a lot of new things I want to talk about that's been happening as a result of him being arrested. The first thing that happened almost immediately is they put him under suicide watch. It was like a speed run to get him there. I don't know if that's standard protocol or if they found something that made them believe he might hurt himself, like he was smuggling rape.
I heard it's coming. I've heard it's coming protocol for, I guess, especially with celebrities or a high profile case like this, to put them on watch like that. But
what?
I don't know. I do know, I know this because somebody's seen him. The boy, one of y'all favorite rappers from one of y'all favorite groups. Should I say the name?
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. So I guess not.
I never told you.
If I knew what you were talking about, then I would be like, yeah, go ahead. But I don't know what you're talking about.
Should I go ahead?
Child, do you? You gonna do you regardless.
For those who might not know, my family, especially my mom. My mom is in criminal justice. She worked at in a prison, in multiple levels of a prison, for, I want to say over 15 years. I want to say over 15 years until she unfortunately got sick and she had to leave. But one inmate she saw in her facility was Turk, Hot Boy. I never told you about that deal. When she first started, Hot Boy Turk was in. If you know Turk from the Hot Boys, he was locked up at the prison she was at, and he was PC'd up, and hey, a lot of people flex when they, I ain't going to PC. Majority of every celebrity going to PC. I don't care what level of status. If you got some type of status and people, you have a notoriety of a face card or something, you going to PC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, yeah, crazy. But hopefully, you get a just do, get some answers, and hopefully more information come out. I don't want another like Epstein situation where no truth can be revealed because
Yeah.
Protocol, or if they found something that made them believe he might hurt himself, like he was smuggling razor blades in his butthole, or maybe they were worried that without
No, he
baby
likes
oil,
to
he'd
stick stuff up
just
there.
take his own life because he doesn't know how to live without baby oil. I really couldn't tell you. Maybe this is just textbook procedure. That's what they're saying it is, calling it procedural watch for high-profile clients, but I've only seen this once before in a case like this, and it was Epstein. And in his case, it was more like I don't watch because it didn't really do much. Very suspicious, but we're not here to talk about that. Point is, though, this happened immediately upon him being taken into custody for the most part, like within a couple of days. And since his arrest, tons of clips and videos and
I'll say this. Maybe it's because it's the feds. And maybe because it's the feds. State and fed is totally different. So maybe it's because it's the feds and the type of case.
Yeah.
They have them like that. Maybe. Who knows?
days. And since his arrest, tons of clips and videos and information about who associated with P. Diddy has been coming out. And it's a lot of big celebrities. P. Diddy was a very well-connected person. There were huge names at his freak-off events. There's a lot of people that absolutely knew what P. Diddy was doing. And there's going to most likely be a lot of big celebrities that get implicated in some heinous shit in their connection with Diddy. One person right now that a lot of people are having their eyes on is Usher. I mentioned Usher as well when talking about P. Diddy being arrested, and it's because Usher has gone on record talking about his time at Puffy Flavor Camp.
He has.
Which again, I think is the most on-the-nose shit ever. Like, that just sounds like an evil diddler organization. Puffy fucking Flavor Camp. So anyway, when Usher was a kid in the 90s, he lived with P. Diddy for a year at this Puffy Flavor Camp. And he went on Howard Stern's show and talked a little bit about his experience. Kind of vaguely, but mentioned multiple times that there were things going on that he just couldn't understand. And probably shouldn't have been experiencing. When asked if he would send his kid to a Puffy Flavor Camp, he said, hell no. This is someone who lived through the evilness of P. Diddy and did nothing to prevent it from happening to others, like Justin Bieber, another Puffy Flavor Camp veteran. A lot of Bieber clips have surfaced from when he was a kid in Hollywood, and it is fucking foul. Not just in relation to P. Diddy, but in general, the way Hollywood, like, openly sexualized him as a kid is absurd. Like, that shit is crazy. Anyway, though, back to Usher. He's never spoken.
I will say this because what he said is like Usher never did anything to prevent others from going through what he went through. If something did happen, because we again, all of us are on the outside looking in, we really don't know. But as far as factual and things being put out there, we really don't know. We're just assuming and coming to a guessing point on that.
Okay.
So remember that. But if something did happen to Usher, I don't think he was the first. I think he just fell into the lines of other things that had already been going on. And once you around that stuff and you see all the people that's already involved, a lot of people are afraid to speak out.
Yeah.
Especially when you're young. And then it's probably because it's hard to blame somebody who becomes a victim, but then a lot of times the victim becomes the person who also goes out and victimizes others.
Yeah.
And so it's like, how do you judge the situation? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you feel bad for him? But then again,
Feel bad for who?
I'm just saying for any of the victims that possibly over time kind of helped him get others possibly. You know what I mean? Because if you gotta also really understand, if you talk about Usher and Justin in my head, when you talk about Usher and Justin and Diddy in the same realm, I go my mind, nobody else's mind. I don't know what you might think, but my mind goes to Diddy was a big influence on Usher in his early stages of his career.
Mm-hmm.
Usher was a big influence on Justin Bieber early on in his career. Then we see Justin go to Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying in my mind, that's the order. And I'm like, hold on, you know? But I don't know.
With these situations, I honestly don't like speaking on without like
hard facts.
Like with just out like knowledge of like things and facts, but definitely like knowledge and information and like from when it like just everything. Like I'm the type of person I need everything laid out and before I like speak on certain things because with situations like this, it can be tricky. It can get a little sticky because it's kind of like yes, a lot of people were victims and don't know for sure, but those victims could have been victimizing other people. You just don't know. And like when you like coming up in
hold on,
like,
let me say something real quick. And I'm not saying anything happened because I don't know. And don't go in the comment section. Y'all afraid to say it? No,
I don't know.
There's like, no facts to anything.
Like. Yeah, I don't like know factual things. Like you know, you hear things through the grapevine. You hear things over time. There's been like things here and there. Stories. You hear so many things. But again, if I'm the type of person, yeah, most definitely if things were happening, things took place, people need to be held accountable. Like whoever is involved. But what I was gonna say, I had my train of thought. Anyway, a lot of victims sometimes do become, victimize other people or whatever the case may be. I just lost my train of thought, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Because I hate that you didn't even have to say that.
No, I'm
just. I got dumb because
sorry.
my brain just goes left. But it may come back to me. I'm sorry, y'all. But it may come back to me later. But yeah, you can go ahead and press play.
I just wanted to interject because last video we did, people like we were hiding, and it's not that. It's just you can't publicly claim something happened without there actually being factual things, and that's the problem with this new generation of social media. It's too many people speaking on things that are not factual from a media standpoint of it.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say with situations like this, it can get like tricky and sticky, especially like when someone has had a dream, for instance. Like I've always dreamed to be in this industry or to do music or to be in like get in these rooms or whatever the case may be. And then you get connected to certain people that are able to get you in these rooms or to put you, in these positions for you to grow in your career or be the superstar that you are or whatever the case may be. They in your ear telling you things, if you don't do this, that, and the third, then you won't make it here or you can't do this or whatever the case may be.
Or I can prevent you from...
Yeah, and it's just... It's this game that you have to play. You just have to continue to like... And a lot of people do get afraid or they do get...
you don't have to play it though. You don't
have to play, but they feel as though they have to play it so that they'll be able to reach the stardom that they always dreamed of, or they feel that that's their only option. A lot of times that this is their only option, which is it's not. But a lot of people do become victims like that, and they just like they'll do whatever just to be able to make it, and that's the sad part about it. And so that's why there's a lot of people that do become victims to a lot of these monsters. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. And that's one point I was going to speak on too. But you said it straight up. Like, and there has been people who came out and said, hey, I just couldn't get with it, so I went this route. And they never became the star that we all thought they could possibly become.
Facts.
And it's sad.
Because you do have so many, like, talented people, like, so many people, but they're just like, I'm not going to fall for those tricks. I'm not going to whatever. And they don't. And we like, where are these people at now?
And we always be like, bro, they were so talented. Why? What's going on could be the answer to that why.
Yeah.
We never seen them become who they were supposed to become. So much talent wasted, man. All because of sick fetishes. Yeah. And that's what it is.
just in relation to P. Diddy, but in general, the way Hollywood, like, openly sexualized him as a kid is absurd. Like, that shit is crazy. Anyway, though, back to Usher. He's never spoken out against Diddy or anything, whether that's out of fear or maybe he really thinks that what happened to him is just the norm in Hollywood, because P. Diddy was so connected and so many artists went through him and were put through horrible shit with P. Diddy because they were convinced that they had to go through that in order to be successful in the industry, because P. Diddy told them that, and people told them that. P. Diddy would be like the kingmaker, so you'd have to be, you know, be fucking waterboarded by baby oil and all kinds of like depraved shit for P. Diddy in order to be successful. Otherwise, he might ruin your career before it even starts. He was the boogeyman of the industry.
What you said?
Whether Usher is afraid of what P. Diddy might have on him, or if he doesn't view what happened to him as like a bad thing, I have no way of knowing why, but he's never spoken out against Diddy, which has made a lot of people really suspicious of Usher. And then yesterday, he deleted all of his tweets. He then put out a quick statement saying, "Account got hacked and damn y'all ran with it. Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. See you tonight." I mean,
What you think of? What you think?
I didn't see that.
I saw it. I meant to say something to you about it.
I knew that. I seen the post where him and someone else. It was a girl. I don't want to say it was a girl, but anyway, I did see the post where they did go and delete a lot of their old tweets.
Him and somebody else?
Yeah, it was him, and it was a female, but I can't think of who it was.
But he did have a concert.
But I see everyone
night.
keep saying him, but I only seen the female name like once or twice, but that's why I forgot. But it keeps, you know, people keep saying something about him. But anyway, that a lot of tweets were deleted, old tweets that were concerning him or whatever the case may Diddy or whatever the case may be. And I was like, that's suspicious. Like, what were these tweets saying? Like, I'm wondering like what the tweets were about. But I don't know.
And I hate my account was hacked. Yeah. I absolutely hate that. That's the biggest excuse. We just saw that literally where somebody went through something and they immediately blamed and said my Instagram account was hacked. It wasn't. And it all came out, man, y'all gotta be honest with y'all, I wasn't hacked. It really, like, come on, bro. We gotta stop lying about the my account was hacked. Now, does it happen? Yeah. But when suspicious things going on or something viral and it's starting to get traction happens, you can't blame the hack thing.
Yeah.
You can't do that all the time. You found it?
Yeah, I think this post right here says, I think it was Pink and Megan Fox. That I seen that the other day, and I was like, what was the tweets about? I wonder, but
we all wonder, huh?
Emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. See you tonight. I mean, I don't think there's anyone on the planet that believes that. Yeah. You'd have to get up pretty early in the morning to try and pull this fast one on someone. Like, who in the world would take that hook, line, and sinker? You're telling me a hacker went on your Twitter and the only thing they did was secretly delete all of your tweets? Who was the hacker? Your PR manager? What? Usually when an account gets hacked on Twitter, two things happen. Either it starts spamming slurs and like unhinged tweets, or it starts promoting crypto scams. Why would someone hack him just to scrub his Twitter from potentially damaging tweets that might be used as evidence potentially? Like, the timing of that makes no sense. That must be like the most helpful hacker of all time. Who hacked this guy? Captain America trying to protect him or something? Like, what? I can confidently say that's a load of baloney right there. That is some dirty barnacles. Usher did not get hacked. But maybe there's a chance he himself didn't go through and delete them. He might have had one of his managers do it. Like, that's possible, I guess. But either way, it doesn't matter. It was a conscious decision to go through and scrub his Twitter. It had to be. That's the only thing that makes sense. Diddy gets arrested, and then a few days later, his whole Twitter account is scrubbed, and he had a very close relationship with Diddy. I mean, that's super suspicious. And then to try and claim that it was a hacker who did it secretly, like, what? It just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Now, there was another celebrity who also scrubbed her Twitter, and it's Pink. I saw her name floating around in regards to, like, scrubbed Twitters as well, where people were claiming Pink had just scrubbed all of her tweets as well because of Diddy's arrest. So I looked into that because I'd never heard about Pink and Diddy being close or anything, but I also wasn't the most tapped into Hollywood and the music
Same.
industry
I don't
connections.
know.
And what I learned is that Pink didn't just scrub her Twitter in light of Diddy's arrest.
Okay.
She actually deleted all of her tweets back in February. So 7 months ago she did that as a way of just stepping away from social media because she said
that's
she
different.
didn't enjoy it. So it doesn't sound like it has anything to do with
Yeah.
Diddy. And from everything I've looked at, she's never like been publicly around Diddy. Like it doesn't seem like they're friends or anything. I can't find anything of her talking positively about it or attending one of his freak off events or anything.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see any connection like that. So I don't think
But I'll say this: we don't on that part. We don't know like all the celebrities because it was celebrities that you wouldn't think of that were actually going to the white parties
Yeah.
and going to certain events. Diddy always threw parties around the biggest events in Hollywood. He wasn't the only one, but most people always say, "Hey, you gotta go to the Diddy party." Like also you got people like I don't want to start naming other
No,
people,
we're not gonna
other
name.
celebrities, but
Yeah.
we all know certain celebrities. They always had some of the most biggest and extravagant parties, and they always said you had to go to the party, you had to have sign an NDA. No phones were allowed in these parties, and they have always said, "Bro, you always have a good time at certain people parties."
Yeah.
Diddy's parties were one of those,
Yeah.
and so you never know who's all there, and you will never know what all occurred.
Well, true. You don't know
Diddy
who was
do,
like.
though.
You don't know.
He was recording everything.
You don't know like who was at the parties and whatever the case may be. Not saying she wasn't or was or whatever the case may be. We don't particularly know. It may be something out there.
Yeah.
But the point is the fact that she didn't delete her tweets.
Back in February?
She
Y'all
didn't
just not
delete her
noticing?
tweets just the other day, like when
Oh,
Usher
she
did.
did it. Yeah.
This happened in February, so I don't even know why her name was thrown in the mix. If that was the case, y'all should have brought it up in February or whatever the case may be. I don't see the relevance, with that. But
Unless people they just say, "Oh, let's check every celebrity that we can think of."
yeah,
Especially those popping back. And the only reason why I'm like, "Oh, could they possibly?" Because Pink was big around that time,
Yeah.
and the only possible way, musically connection, she could possibly have that, quick remembrance of it is when she did the song with Lil Kim and all the other girls, and that's the only way I'm like, you could possibly connect the dots because Lil Kim with B.I.G. and Diddy, you know what I'm saying, with the Junior Mafia. Other than that, I can't remember a direct connection that Diddy and Pink will have.
Yeah.
So I can't put that on her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but why now when she did it all the way back in February?
Yeah, that's why,
Doesn't make sense.
yeah, if it was a big issue, then y'all should have brought it up in February, but whatever.
events or anything. I don't see any connection like that, so I don't think she deleted her tweets because of P. Diddy. I do believe Usher did, though. I don't think it's some kind of coincidence that his Twitter account gets mysteriously hacked and he has all of his tweets deleted after P. Diddy's arrest and after the public becomes really well aware of how many people P. Diddy was close with. That just... something smells a little fishy there. So, I think this is just the beginning of celebrities and P. Diddy putting the spotlight on the awful shit that they were all privy to. Like I said, P. Diddy is a very well-connected person for decades. Apparently, he was also a big enthusiast of filming some things at these events and would use some of it as dirt on people that attended them, and that'd be another way he'd use to keep people's mouths shut about some of the stuff that would happen there. But I do think that the tapes will probably get confiscated at some point, and I think that information will probably lead to a lot of celebrities getting into some big hot water. Now, there is a celebrity that I haven't mentioned yet that has been in the spotlight a little bit as a result of P. Diddy being arrested, and it's Kevin Hart. So, Kevin Hart is in a P. Diddy video. At one of the Freak Off events, Kevin Hart is there.
Oh, shit!
X-Crime's been making news.
Y'all ain't tell us that.
Next to the bathtub. Speaking to the camera.
Hold on. No, read it out loud to the people. After Kevin Hart
I'm
has
sorry.
been.
It's big enough, so I
Hold
thought
on,
that
hold on.
they'd be able to see.
I'm just
sorry,
saying.
y'all.
It's on the screen. Let's read
Okay.
it. After Kevin Hart has been making news after he was allegedly spotted as Sean Love.
Brother Love.
I thought it was Sean.
Chad, just read it.
Sean Love Combs, aka Diddy's party. In a video going viral on
TikTok.
Hart was seen next to a bathtub, speaking to the camera, holding a microphone with a woman sitting next to him. Another female guest dressed in a bikini is seen sitting in the bath behind him. Hey, we getting freaky.
Go ahead.
You know him and his wife.
You
remember this? Yeah, you do. They said the video that went viral, him cheating on his wife.
They got a video?
It was his best. Come to find out, his best friend was blackmailing him with the video
money.
for some money.
Yeah, okay.
But they had recorded on him cheating and stuff.
Yeah.
However, in a startling moment, the lady's hair catches fire after coming in contact with one of the candles placed around the tub. Kevin Hart then promptly instructed the camera crew to cut, but the footage continued with the comedian reassuring that the girl was fine, adding that proper safety measures has been implemented.
Ciao.
I'm gonna go see this video afterwards. Not like that.
Well, I mean, it's up there, so it ain't like
not
that
like
type of
that.
video.
See, Lord.
I know you know the chat.
But also in the video, supposedly Kevin was intoxicated. I'm talking about the other situation. He was supposedly intoxicated. So, bro, and now I say this: if you have a desire to be in anything in Hollywood, bro, just know you're gonna be unfortunately forced into, even in spaces that you might not be 100% comfortable and might not, because it's Hollywood. Is any part of the entertainment world that's really of that level, you get put into, like, even socializing with people you might not really want to, but you have to.
You know something? With me, say for instance, I was in there, like, if I was an actor or whatever the case may be, I'm just gonna say actor since we.
You ain't never getting a role. I'm gonna let you know what you finna say. You ain't never getting a role. Go.
What was I about to say?
Just go.
I'm gonna show up, do my job, and I'm going home.
You ain't never getting a role.
Well, I just won't get a role. Maybe that's just not for
and
me.
You better go ahead, go get a regular 9 to 5.
That's fine, because I'm not going to force myself to be in spaces where people have 9 times out of 10 that I don't even mess with like that, don't like, one vibe with. If it wasn't for this industry, I just can't be fake with people. I just can't do it. So, because using the word force is that's just
the entertainment. I'm gonna say this,
and I just can't do it.
I've seen it on a small scale. Like that, I've seen people who have elevated into the big scale. I pull it out. Like, trust and believe. If honestly, I feel as though if I really followed through with a lot of things that I was doing, like coming out of college, I will be in the industry right now. Like, I will be in the industry. Yeah. Like, I trust and believe. Like, you remember, because one time I had pulled this when I was like, yo, that ain't what I want to do. Ran into a professor. She said, hey, I know remember we was together at Kroger, and she was like, hey, I know a job offer for you in California. Would you be willing? And I was like, no, I'm good. You
didn't want to relocate.
Yeah, I didn't want to relocate. And honestly, I didn't want to go into it. Like, even dibbling dabbling with some of the people I took you to events that those people have now been able to elevate, and even you recognize, bro, this some fake ass shit on this surface level. Yeah. And she was uncomfortable the whole night. Yeah, she was like, bro, everybody faking this whole damn place.
It just was so like, I'm like just because I'm very observant, I just like sit back and, you know, because I didn't know anyone really there anyway.
Yeah, I only knew you. I was DJing the event, but I also was typically DJing and helping people throw and being a lot of the money person behind a lot of things
Yeah,
too.
so I'm just there like, oh, it was one guy there. He was super sweet.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I
but
know who you're talking about.
I'll remember his face, I think, if I see him.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was super sweet. But just everybody, I was just like, oh my gosh, like people are so, like, you could tell people were like just forced to, whether it was because maybe you do have like some of the same interests in a sense, it's still like you could tell like this person won't be someone that you would really vibe with or be friends with outside of like
outside of whatever this element
is, whatever case may be. And it's just like, and the main guy, I really didn't like him. Like that, I could just tell he was just not a genuine person. He may be, but it just didn't come off as such. I don't know. He
on now.
Yeah, you told me. And I don't know if it's just, some people's personality and they just kind of come off like that, or they just, some people can get like a big head and it can like, be off-putting for a lot of people. But I don't know if that was the case. I don't know what it was, but I just can't be fake. I just can't force myself to be in spaces where it just don't sit right with me. And I just can't do it. So yeah, you're right. If I was in this light, I wouldn't get roles. I would be that person where we see actors like maybe like coming up in the beginning, they were super good, but you don't see them as much on like, TV or movies and certain, because they don't, mix and mingle with certain things. So
cause cause I always go back and tell people like the school I went to is very much so a school that you can go to and you can get access into the industry. Mm-hmm. Like you, bro. Like literally, while I was on campus going to classes, I'm missing a meeting with some people that are next generation biggest stars, and from rappers to producers. Hell, Lecrae is even an alumni from country. Remember, a lot of people that won Grammys this year actually went to the school, and I'm just like, damn, okay, salute, a fellow alumni. Yeah. But me, I just was like, I was already noticing things, and I'm noticing in certain spaces how people operate, and these people are owning the industry. They are already, because the industry is very much so. Can I use you for something? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna only be cool with you if I feel like you're worth me using. Mm-hmm. If you're not worth me using, I'm not even gonna socialize with you. Yeah. And that's just the industry, bro. And it's a sad situation, man.
Yeah, because I can't do it from, to myself, and I can't do it to someone else. Like, it's just not me. So, yeah. I wouldn't have made it.
A P. Diddy video.
You never know.
One of the freak off events, Kevin Hart is there. And people are claiming that after P. Diddy got arrested, Kevin Hart closed all of his restaurants. Kevin Hart has a fast food chain called Hart House, and they are claiming that he shut down all of those restaurants as a result of P. Diddy being arrested, trying to get ahead of it. But from what I can see, he actually closed down those restaurants a week before P. Diddy got arrested. So
hold on,
a little too soon too.
No. Even though it was before.
That's what I'm saying. A week is.
They still been investigating him all. Honestly, since Cassie put out her stuff, they've been looking into it.
Unless it's just something else going. I have to look into that chair. I don't know. But yeah, that's a little.
Unless he's one of his business parties or something. You never know who might is funding some of these businesses. It's not always that person. This person might be reaching out to this person. Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll be the face. Y'all just get the money. Mm-hmm. Or we got and we can do some business. Like, that's how you keep the money going. So you never know, man. He might just have Diddy as a business investor. And that's how, but he like, hey, let me go ahead and close all this stuff, separate ties, you know what I'm saying? And cash you out because you might need the bail money.
That might not be the reason for it, but it also could be, because I think everyone knew this day was coming with P. Diddy getting arrested, because so much evidence has been coming to light so quickly. So there is still that chance, but I do think it's more likely Kevin Hart shut them down for other reasons outside of that, and that Kevin Hart is probably still guilty of some horrible shit at these P. Diddy events, but I don't know if that was the reason behind closing down the restaurants. Again, though, I do think there's going to be a lot of information that comes out about a lot of celebrities as a result of P. Diddy's arrest. So just wanted to give a little update here, because there's a lot happening quickly when it comes to P. Diddy and this arrest. So that's about it. See ya.
See ya. But yeah, man, it's sad, bro. It's very, very sad situation, man. And My heart just go out to all the victims,
Yeah.
especially the ones who unfortunately had to deal with it and still dealing with it to this day, and haven't been able to move, or had a life be rerouted or healed.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely takes time.
yeah.
Definitely takes time.
But hey, man, y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We Are.
Kid and C.
We out.
Ain't no time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.